It looks like it, but it is not a performance. This is my life. Be yours. This is not a safe space.
How are you feeling after?
I'm a little bit tired, but I didn't. I think I couldn't really measure the time. So when I was being told that it was almost over, I couldn't really believe it because
Really?
I thought that was because I was in a moment where I felt good even in the space. So good in the moment as well. I was starting to hear as well the baby of my neighbors, so it was kind of a new sound in the room. And yes, because I didn't want to have some time elements in the room to give me a sense. I think the idea was to also be lost in the moment.
Yeah. And did you feel differently from the beginning than to the end?
Yeah.
How?
I guess I continued the journey that I did because the first time I did the performance was with my partner. We document what we did, but I think it was a 10 minutes. And then when I went through 10 minutes within the durational, I think I started really to discover what I wanted to accomplish. Because I was, even though I have a path in my head, I was done with all the elements that I have in my head, and then I had to be in the room for maybe 2 hours and continue to think about the breathing and to give a name of the breathing. And I think it changed my perspective, because I guess maybe not for the audience, but sometimes with the flatness you lose the sense of the sensitivity of an emotion. And when I looked twice to my performance, the one I recorded, I think because I thought about it that will be recorded by a camera, I think the flatness elements was in my mind. And now I knew that I was in the room in that closet. I don't know. I felt connected, and in a way, I was still able to listen to the noise outside and people just walking around, and you don't do it just for yourself.
Yeah. I think that people will be trickling in organically as we talk, but so I'm just going to start asking you the questions I had in mind for your artist talkback. I would love to hear a little bit about how this particular piece sits in relation to your larger body of work.
It's connecting in different way, but the paradox is where I did the piece first was when I was based in Copenhagen 4 months ago, and I think I couldn't sleep because it's really strange when all the Black Lives Matters events are happening in the US and you're not there, you're not here, and you observe things through social media or the journal. You feel that you know that you don't get what is going on, but still your body, your sense, they are aware of the danger, they are aware of the suffering. And I was in a space that was really, how to say that, not concerned by the matter. And I feel that it amplified my sensitivity. And I couldn't really sleep for 3 or 4 days. And I woke up one day in the morning and I did it, because I think it was really not, I didn't want to scream. I didn't want to write. I wanted just to create a link through the breathing. And if I don't think that I understand everything that's going on here in the US with Black Lives Matters, but I feel that the breathing is a common language. I will not say it's universal, but we are all breathing. And that was my way to create a link. And then I kind of evolved on the path into the thinking and why I choose the back. And I think the back is I mean, it's common everywhere in the world. I mean, the first time that you encounter the police, when you try to protect yourself, you protect yourself with your back, because it's something, you feel that it will protect you. You can't protect your face, you can protect your teeth, you can protect anything. Your back is is the only place, is the last place that where you can stand in a way to resist. So I think the back was for me the beginning of the thinking about what I choose. That element of my body in the back is also the temple of the breathing. But I think the more I thought about it, I think it's linked to my lineage, and because my parents are from Martinique, which is a French department in the Caribbean, and they used to work in the sugarcane fields, and I think it's really linked to that the relationship with the back. You have many people over there. They have back issues from generation to generation, and the thing is for me, it's on the one side I have the African lineage, but on the other side I have the double punishment because on the father's side people come from India, and the people from India, they came when slavery was abolition of slavery. They need the French government, they need new people to get the job done. So they have all the Indian people they came 100 years ago, and then I am the embodiment of that moment, as to be in the sugarcane and the movements with the back. I think I have some premeditated action that lies into the sugarcane imaginary place.
So would it be fair to say your work in general is based in live performance? Does that feel?
Yes, it's live performance or live documentation, or because I think it's some part of my work are more linked to writing, other to music, and I love the idea of documentation of it because I think that the work for me is before, it's in the research, in the finding the right meaning for my action and my thoughts. But when I'm into the phenomenon of the action and the representation of what I'm doing with an audience, I think it's a manifestation of all those previous elements that are just working together. So I feel it's more a documentation than a performance, because it's not just I don't see it only as just acting something. I think it's an activation of some sensors or emotional or memories that just arrive in that moment, and I'm the recipient, and the manifestation occur.
I think this might be a good question to ask you, because we have had some back and forth with you. We originally wanted to invite you to do a live performance in real space, and we ended up having you do this work, which is very virtual. And I would love to hear you talk about how that transition has been for you, how satisfying or not satisfying it has been, and what have you discovered through this transition?
I think that the transition, it helps me in a way, because most of the people I'm talking with, the performer artists, we have the idea to do something online. We already have platforms and events, but being in the obligation to do so and find the right strategies and to understand what is the relationship to the audience and what is the relationship to flatness, because it's my main, what I'm concerned by that. How long people will remember something that happened on the screen, because we are still competing against babies and cats and live streams and things like that. That's the reality.
Yes, we are.
And so I love the aspect. For me, because of that that documentation performance, I think I love to have the different layers, because I think maybe it could be more too unsettling for the audience to be close to me with me breathing for 3 hours. Maybe it give them enough distance to have a global vision of what I want to do, but still they manage to find their way. I think for me, the digital aspect of a performance or documentation now in the work in progress where we are at is to maybe redefine what is the place of the audience. It's not just the icon of the performer, and the audience is just there to be a part of the space. I think it's a conversation, it's a dialogue that should happen more, and that I know that I remember that graphic that I saw about the movement in museum in when the war between museums start between France, Germany, and Italy, and then when you have a revolution in the museum in the 70s, how people, they were just big groups, and then when performance art arrived in museum, you have small groups, but people were moving, and having something that is digitalized, I think it could give us chance to reinvent what is the relationship to the audience, because I don't think it was that satisfying before. It was there. We have to deal with it. But in another way, I'm a little bit concerned to make the user technical specialists, that they have to have the right microphone and the right headphones and the right bandwidth, and they have to have all those elements before arriving in the moment of sharing with them.
Yeah, that is very true. It's a very poignant part of this current situation. We have about 3 minutes, and I just wanted to let the audience either ask or respond to the piece, or just, say hello.
Hello.
Oh, we have shy audience members. Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
You want to reply now?
No question.
No questions. So clear. All has been said.
Thank you.
We also have, I'm watching the comments on the live stream. I haven't been very faithful about watching, but there are people. Well, it's not loading now. I was going to try to read the comments, but no, it's not loading. So never mind.
If I can add something,
Sure.
I make the choice to not listen to the room because I wanted to be in the moments. But I think a part of what I said, to have an audience more active because of the digital space, to have the comments and be interactive. Maybe it could disturb the flow of the performance, but I think it's also a challenge to be able to incorporate what is the thoughts and the feeling of the people that they took time to be in the space with you. And that's something that I would love to explore, be able to still maintain the flow of my performance of the documentation, but be able to interact, being my own social manager and the artist at the same time. I feel that if I want people to remember the moments and not have the moment disappear when they go to another tab on their navigator, I think it's really important to interact with them, give them a piece of what happened in the moments.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Sylvain.
Thank you.
Please linger, and maybe others will want to chat with you afterward.